I don't know if I should show my entire screen or just my window, but let me see. I will show this one, share. Because then it might be better for you guys to see, otherwise my window is too big. Are you guys seeing my screen?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So here's our dashboard, and I hope you guys, someone wants to say something? Oh, no, it's, okay. So I made this with the idea that we can concentrate everything into one place. So basically, this would be kind of like the place that we jump into it. It's like the very first one. For people who are working in production, you can click in here and you jump into production, right? So there's another dashboard. I still have to like do something here, but if I go back really quick to the dashboard, um, the idea is that we have the timing, we have the time left. There's two buttons here that are gonna show in a little bit, but this should be set up in a way that you would see only your meetings. This is probably not working. I need to see why, but the to-do list and targets for the week. This should be the to-do list for the week, I think. And then there's some status that I'm getting from all the status is live from Aeon. Okay. And then in production, you have the kind of like a dashboard for production here, which is missing here something, but I still need to put it. Same thing. This is the meetings that we have coming. This is like the task tracking that we need to add track. For example, I already put the sticker team on my to-do list. So I'm only seeing my own tasks on here, okay? So I built for you, Rebecca, and we can talk more on the side about the scheduler. So I tried to make a scheduler. This is live link from Aeon, okay? So the shots, the assets list, I put it in a way that you can actually like open like this. Shots, the same thing. You can store like this way. There is a milestone where we can see the milestones and change it on the timeline as needed. And I put task tracking here that we can actually get the thing and passing around. Okay. So I can talk to you later and figure it out what else we can do to improve this. But I try to get all the information in one place, and we can talk later. I can make it better for you if needed. Okay. So the task tracking, there is if you jump into the actual task tracking, first one is going to show all the tasks that I'm putting on. On this one, it goes into the board, which is similar to the other one that I just showed. This one jumps into like your own tasks. So in a table form, this one jumps into only your task that you're assigned to on how you say this Kaban. I always forget the name of this. Kaban.
Carbon board.
Yeah, whatever. This board. And then there is by department, so you can see the tasks by departments in here. If there is any task from department, and then you have I forgot what that is, but I think I need to check what those are because I forgot. But those are the task tracking. And then now that we're talking about tasks, I'm trying to make it easy for people to make tasks. So technically, anywhere you see this plus button, and I might add actually like add task or something like that, because just the plus might be, but I'm putting plus buttons everywhere for easy access. So basically, if you need a task, if we ever mention like, hey, we need to do something, you just click here. It should open a template. You just write what it needs to be, and then you press send. I just forgot how to send it, but
And would be good for the assignee.
No, I
Right?
think it's already there. So like if I put that, and I think if I go back to the test tracking, it should be here. Shi.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you should like put to who is assigned the task or no?
Yeah. I was just making it
Got it.
to check, yeah. But okay, so the idea is that if we I wish that everybody has their own notes and following the tasks. It would be nice to concentrate the tasks in one place, because then if there are tasks that you see they are to do, but it's not assigned yet, we can assign it. I think the important thing is to just keep track of everything that we're doing, which we're not doing very well right now. Like we keep forgetting about things, and we keep I certainly am forgetting, like, oh shoot, I need to do that. So like uh for example, if I go back here into production, there's also a button plus here. If I write like talk about sound, at least it's already there, so I can just like do this. Is like as easy as it gets. Okay, the other thing that I'm trying to do is to simplify even more, is in Discord. Sorry. In Discord, I'm gonna try to make in a way that you say /task space, and then you write what you want.
Ooh.
You can write the task from Discord and just press enter. It comes through here. Okay, so it's just a way for me that I'm trying to like concentrate everything. So calendar, I put all the calendars that I created here. The problem is I was not able to bring all the calendars together, but I found a way around. So like this is basically connected to my Gmail account and is tracking all the meetings that we have today, or all the meetings related to TAOS. So when you guys make a meeting, it's important to say TAOS in the beginning, TAOS. If you put TAOS in the beginning, it will automatically come to this TAOS meeting. Okay, any kind of meeting. Here's the calendar for milestones, and here's the character tracking. Now, they're all separated. This is fucked up. It's not gonna work. I found a way around, which is I made a full calendar button here. You need to have. I don't think everybody's gonna be able to access this full calendar. I think only managers. But if you click on full calendar, you open another one. You're probably gonna have to assign your own calendar to this thing. But basically, if you look throughout the week, you see not only you can see the tasks, the task tracking, and the milestone, they're all there to see. So they should be all here at the same place. Okay. Now going back to the production, I also made analytics button where you can see all the analytics of the show, like how many assets we have in total, how many are to go, how many shots in total, how many to go, and there's like other analytics here, like what shots are bigger than the others, like what yeah, and in a progress bar. I probably should put the progress bar on the top. But yeah, this is analytics. I'm tracking some of those back to the dashboard, but yes. So if I go back now to this, any questions so far for production?
Just one. Is this available yet?
I'm gonna deploy in a little bit. Like
okay.
Right now, I'm working on a branch.
Okay.
Because I was testing, I was trying not to like break anything on your guys' side, which I think I did for at least for Irina, and I'm sorry.
No, it's yeah. I'll be back to that. But on what is Felipe is asking, right now I got to this when you have library, there is more, and when you click in there, I just add basically I joined what Delcio is showing, so I added now to my Notion, so it's possible to access.
Okay.
Then I separated in departments as well. So the departments page is this one. It shows the week database, and it shows like a basic menu on the side. So this is the basically like I imagine that most people are not gonna jump in here, but each one has a page. I still need to jump into the page because what I would like is to put like the task tracker that I created into here. With with a filter for only that department, right? So like you would jump in here, you would see everything of the tasks and stuff that are related to a department. But this is kind of your sandbox. So every department can do whatever they want into here. And I try to bring some of the stuff that I found from other people here, okay? And then if you go back in the departments, you have assets, you have rigging. Each one of those are the same thing. I don't know if pipeline, I didn't bring stuff from pipeline, but yes. So it should be just a sandbox. Each one guide can do whatever they want here. But the idea would be to bring whatever they're doing in Excel, whatever they're doing in other places, to all the information to here, right? Then the next one is wiki. I revamped the wiki a little bit. I still need to do, so I basically made a database for the wiki. And on the wiki also have now the team. So this is a team page that is extracting only the data that we are letting people see. So it's extracting the data without having their emails or contact like that. So and then if you go back to the wiki, there is the welcome package, the tutorials are here, the FAQ is here, and info can be here. Okay, I haven't really like revamped those. Those should be exactly the same as it was before, but you let me know if something broke or something. Okay, but then if we back to the dashboard, the only thing left to explain to you guys is that we actually have a place that is the database, but I'm kind of like locking this, and it's very boring. It's just an easy way for us to access every single one of the databases that I created. The most important ones is the shots. So this here right now is read only. You cannot make any changes here, okay? And the reason why is that if you make a change here, every 10 minutes, I'm running a script from a virtual machine that goes into Aeon and scrape the data from Aeon and drop it here. So this here, it doesn't even matter if you change anything because it's gonna be erased anyway, okay? So for example, at 2:50 in the morning, this got synced. Okay. And I need to check why this was only at 2:50 in the morning. But anyhow, so this is being synced to Aeon. I tested, I added some shots, and same is happening with the assets. Okay. I think something the crew. This is the database from the crew, and then I'm just gonna show you guys this, but I'm not gonna give you guys access. We actually have. I created a vault. So on the vault, the people who are actually needing to change the internal this guy here, which has like the emails. Oh crap! Did I? Oh, no, there you go. So,
Yeah.
sorry.
There's
Yes.
another filter, yeah.
Yeah, there's all the emails. Okay. So Yeah. So this has the emails for the people who are actually adding people. I need to check. Like, I feel like I'm gonna only give access to this for a couple of people that need to like send emails or something like that. But we should keep this restricted. So it's actually a separate. It's a actually separate team space that I'm.
Yeah, there are two different databases.
Yes. No, it's not even database. It's actually separated from another team space. So from the TAO, like this is the vault, which is separate and simple. This is the dashboard. It's separate. So you
Okay.
to make it easy for giving people access. Anybody have any questions? And
Yes.
actually, before I let people ask questions, can you guys please use this, because it gave me a lot of headaches over the weekend. Okay, it was
Thank you.
extremely hard, especially connecting Aeon to this. It drove me crazy. And yes, okay, please use it and flag if there is a something that break. But most important, we should all use the tracking, because that is gonna be great for tracking all the stuff that we need to do. Okay.
Cool.
Questions now. Rebecca.
Is it a one way? So like, because you said you extracted the information from Aeon over to Notion. So is any are we going to be able to sync Notion over to Aeon, or we're not going to mess with that with Aeon's API to do that?
Yeah, I rather it's a little tricky, because the database is from Aeon, and that's what it was tricky. The database for Aeon, do I have Aeon here? It's hard to extract the data easily. For example, I was trying to get the data from, why is it taking so long? Yeah, I have it open here. Do you guys see my Aeon? No.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do it. So I managed to extract the database from assets. So all the assets got it, and all the shots got it. I would keep it one way until you tell me, like, I just put this way. One way is way more safe. If we make a mistake on Notion, we can break both. It's hard for me to explain right now, but I would prefer, if we need to change something, to jump into Aeon and change on Aeon, and we'll be back into Notion later.
Okay.
Okay. It's hard for me to explain, but I actually tried it, and then I broke something, and I'm glad that I did it on a testing space, because it messed it up pretty bad. It's like the way that Aeon works is through IDs, and yeah, it gets a little you need to match information through the ID. It's not straightforward anyhow, but I can look more into it. It's just, it would take me like days to figure it out instead of hours. So try. If it's useless, you let me know.
Okay.
We are making changes on Aeon, and then Notion getting synced with that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you need to assign someone, we should always assign it to the Aeon, because if we don't assign here, people on their home will not see anything. So also the tricky part, another tricky part, is that I was not able to access, I think there is some kind of protection or something on Aeon. I need to look into it. It was extremely hard for me to find the crew list of people. Okay, so I think they protect somehow this. So I was having a hard time to assign someone to a task. Okay. What I was trying to do that I broke was to change the progress. When I did that, I broke something really bad, and I had to, on the test file. So I highly recommend that we need to do something like add a shot. We should regardless do an Aeon. We add an asset, we create an Aeon, we create a task here in Aeon. Maybe we should separate that. That's another thing. Maybe we should separate what a task is and what a ticket is. You guys let me know, because a task should be those tasks here, right? And a ticket is kind of like what I kind of was tracking on the other side, which is like what I'm trying to say is there is a difference between I'm giving a task for an artist to do a concept art. That's one type of task. But Luna needs to make a poll for our Discord. We're not tracking any of that, right? So that is what I'm trying to track now. So anything that is related to Aeon, we should keep an Aeon. And anything else, we just keep in a Notion. Okay? Does that make sense or no? Or I just complicated everything?
No, it's fine.
Oh, good.
So I successfully, add, just so you guys know, I add and. I don't know if I told you guys, but we actually extract the last part of roof. So roof used to be 4 different pieces. So it used to be A, B, C, and D. We basically extract D and turn D into a new sequence. Does that make sense? Okay. So that new sequence is and I added and here, and I hope I'm right, because now I'm getting nervous. But if I go into the scheduler and go into shots, I should see and here. Yes. Okay. So I added there and it loaded here. Okay. And the load, I also try to make it smart, meaning it only really reload anything that is new. I'm trying to avoid it would be like kind of crazy if we have to rebuild the entire database every time. So basically it's doing something smart in the background that if you change one thing, it should see that one thing and rechange it later, if that makes sense. Okay. Go ahead, Irina.
Yes, about this one that you have right now on your screen. We haven't split the sequences on shots yet, right?
Yeah, we only have a
So-
few here that we're testing. Later, we're gonna have more. Yes.
So this is what you want to use as a tracker for shots or for editorial team, or what is the purpose of this one?
This is an easy way for us to see the data from Aeon. So on Aeon, the planner here sucks.
Yeah.
Right? The planner, the schedule and stuff. So basically I'm extracting that data. I'll show you something, for example, and I can improve this as we go. I actually added on the database, if I jump into the actual database of this, which is, if I actually jump into the database of the assets, I included a shot here and a crew here. So this is the data that we have from Aeon that I cannot access, right? I'm receiving this, but I cannot access, like I cannot change anything on Delcio Gomez, or this is what it is in Aeon, but I can add here someone, right? So this column here, I added to us, okay? And it's related to the ID that is getting. It's kind of complicated, but there is an ID that I hide it here that is getting from Aeon. So you can add, so one thing, for example, that I'm adding, this prop here, the visor, is gonna be in the apartment. So I can already say I'm associating shots with the assets, which I was not able to do in Aeon. So right now, if I jump into the database from the assets into the shot one, I also have the same thing. I can see on the shots, I should see an asset right here, which I can bring it closer. So I'm now able to see what assets, like in the end, I have Lavina in Uni, right? So we can do stuff in Notion that I was unable to do in Aeon.
Yeah. And when it syncs, it doesn't lose the connection.
It doesn't. Not if the connection is one way, I do not lose those data that we are putting here.
Awesome.
Okay, so later I can, and this is the thing. This is what I was able to make over the weekend. Later on, we can actually do some smarter thing of like associating. This is another part that I'm trying to do, is that with me automating like how we adding people into our system, I might be able to actually do the crew. One second. Assets. I might be able to do this here, which is every time you see something that is just this arrow up, it means it's something that I'm adding myself. So here, if I do Rebecca, which I know it's not her, I can actually assign Rebecca to this character, right? So now Rebecca is assigned to that shot in Notion. So I can actually do those type of things. The thing is, it's not gonna change it in Aeon. Later on, I can do something like show me red if the data is not matching. So I can actually go back now in Aeon and change it, if that makes sense. Okay.
I'm worried about one thing though. So like here, you are connecting with which database for the team? The main one or the simplified one? Because I don't know if people would have access to the information they shouldn't have, like the emails.
No, here there's no, the email is in the background. Like you need to jump. So this guy here is not showing the email here. But if I go to the database where the crew is, also I'm not showing the email here. But all the crew, everybody is here.
Okay.
Okay. The only thing that we're missing that I can't, that's what we're missing that I need to extract from Aeon. I need to look into that. Is in the vault. Sorry, if I go here and go into the vault, I can see that people are getting. So I have the email here. I have the Discord. I need the Aeon. I don't have here is the Aeon list of people.
Okay.
Are you able to access the project settings?
Project settings.
Or on Aeon, yeah. Click on projects on the top left.
Here?
And then, yeah, and the gear. Yeah, and you can click on that little gear icon. Yeah. And then I think you can go to Teams. That little tab that says Teams. That should have.
This is what I think is protected. And I was having a hard time. So I need to somehow scrape the information, because what is missing right now on my, and this is going to unlock a lot of stuff, is getting a list. Like basically this is it. If I get this list of people here and add this here to the thing here, I can actually connect those in between, right? And then I can actually automatically assign people in Notion to what they are. We do see who is assigned to what. It's just not very, it's not friendly. Sure. Okay. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying.
No, this looks
Yeah,
good.
Nice. It's amazing. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
It's definitely leaps and bounds better than what we had.
Okay, it's gonna get better as we go. Any other questions?
do
So
we have a separate team for rigging? Or
Say-
is
say that again.
do
Sorry?
do we have a separate team for rigging?
For rigging?
Yeah.
I have a page here for rigging. What do you mean?
Because in departments I see that we have rigging department, but I am not sure that in reality we have a separate rigging department, or I assume.
Oh yeah,
it's like-
Colin is working on the rigging. Yes. We have even we had a 7 in the morning Saturday morning meeting while he was in Savannah, which was very funny because his friends were having a barbecue in the background on Saturday morning. But yeah, we do have a rigging team. Yes. The teams that we don't have yet on the department is probably lighting, and I didn't include here environment, but eventually I'll add an environment there. But yeah, an editorial, we should like have Kyle do whatever he wants here. But yeah. Okay. And then wiki also would be nice if we start like the wiki is also would be nice if I actually create on the database a kind of like new button like to add stuff to the database as well for the wiki if we have like something that is a question that is happening a lot. But again, I need to know, I'm afraid of building all this stuff and nobody using it. So I built it so far, you guys use a little bit, tell me what is not working, and then we can work from there.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
And we have 10 minutes to go over the rest of the things.
Okay, sorry. I'll stop
No.
sharing. I
Okay.
wish I would make Rebecca happy. Rebecca is too not happy.
No, this works, Delcia.
Okay, continue. Pipeline team. We already said that, like, we need someone for Nuke.
Yeah,
And,
I'm meeting someone today.
and we need to onboard Brandon. I don't know if Brandon is already aware what he needs to do
Yeah.
to help Josh.
No, but he's available.
Okay. How are we going to do that? Like, are we bringing him to the meeting on Wednesday?
I guess he needs to talk to Josh.
Okay.
I connected them both on Discord. I don't know if either of them have reached out to each other, but maybe we can give them, more of a push for Wednesday meeting.
And please ask him to fill out the details because we don't have anything on him.
From Brendan?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He's not on the talent pool unless you already have his details from them.
See,
No.
we should start writing the
Tasks, yeah.
or Brendan.
Thank you, Delcio.
Thank you.
Concept deadline is today, right?
Yes.
Updates, next steps.
I would like all the artists to compile their art in the Google Drive so that either can be a new folder that we create, or they can collect it all. Or I saw that we already have like each asset and character has like a 2D folder, so they could put that in there. I'm not sure if that is what we should do, if that makes it easier for the artists. But either one of those, once we decide, I'd like the artists to put all of their stuff in one place. So then that can help with like marketing and for the Kickstarter if we want to show those things.
Yeah.
We have one place to go.
I think Maria is also helping to add some of the stuff into Aeon. I had that impression. I need to ask her, but yes.
Okay.
So are you going to talk to her and then we send a message to the artists? Delcio or Becca?
Yeah, I can message Maria and ask her about that, and then maybe end of day I'll send out announcement to the artist to say, hey, can you put your stuff in the folder?
Okay. Good. Next part, art direction. Do you guys want to talk about the art direction today, or do we leave it for tomorrow?
Let's tomorrow, because I think we need more people.
Okay. Assets. We have 404's kickoff meeting happening today, later today. Oh, they're
Yes.
artists will get together and start.
Yep.
Uh,
4 and then we're having Joaquin call. I forgot how to pronounce his last name, but he's gonna do like a final polish of Lavina, so more of like look dev and texture stuff.
Are you
For-
talking about Mariano?
Mariano, he's more modeling. I was talking with Josh a little bit about that, and I think he would like Joaquin to polish Lavina up a little bit more.
Yeah, they're
After
supposed to start polishing Lavina this week.
Mhm.
Mariano, we should see him as more like concept art, right? Like he created the sculpture of Lavina, but now we need to make it ready for production. If that makes sense.
Right. Sure.
Okay. Then for the 404s, we have a meeting today. For the
Yes.
what is the elevator scene?
that you said, I think the Brazilian guy was going to work on it. Are we going to have a kickoff meeting for that?
Man, I forgot who is working on that.
No, we didn't talk to him yet. Let me find his message.
Okay.
I
Is it-
think maybe Inês know the name. Inês, can you help me? Saramago?
Which one?
Ish.
Miguel?
Miguel.
Yes.
Miguel.
Miguel?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when do we want to make the kickoff meeting for this one?
I don't know. I'm just making a task for us.
Thank you.
Is it about environment or what is the elevator scene?
Yeah, it's a one-off shot. It's a one-off shot that we need to assign to Miguel. But yeah, I just made a task.
Thank you.
I think you
Bio-
meant Fernanda Sacomano.
Sacomano?
Miguel
Sacomano?
Sacomano.
Eh,
I think
thank
so.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it would start with S. Saramago, Sacomano, the same thing. Will of Zeus status.
I think I passed this to someone to make. I need to check an Aeon. Someone is doing the concept art on it.
Okay.
With Vanessa in Discord.
Vanessa? Okay.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay. Check on the vial of Zeus.
And like environment open city, I know is I think is I don't remember the names again.
Who?
But the environment open city, the first scene, I think I don't
Wesley.
know Wesley, yeah.
Oh, okay. So this okay, sorry for the confusion. Is because since we don't have the shot number yet, before I didn't assign it, but now we have the environment OPN city. The city is the first shot, which is 10. The apartment, the rooftop, the penthouse is shot 20. And then the apartment where everybody is like Fernando's working on is shot 30. So open 10, 20, and 30. And then the environment alley, it's things related. I don't have the shot number yet, but it's like instead of separating, let's just keep it's the alley. So basically it's all the AOP on the alley ground. Okay. It's gonna cover like multiple shots.
Okay. Just because I think this one is like a little behind for now.
No,
No. No problem. Okay.
I want to really try to get away from making a dashboard so I can jump again on the creative stuff. By the way, over the weekend, I also don't know if you saw Rebecca and Luna, and Daniel. I actually rewrote a lot of lines for both Uni and the Demon Pope.
Yeah, I saw the
Yeah, I did see that.
notifications.
Do we
I
need another meeting? Okay.
Yeah, we need another meeting. I incorporated, it was kind of dark. I was by myself and I incorporated the Demon Pope, and I was actually the Demon Pope for a long time, and it sucked. I don't like to be on the skin of the Demon Pope, but I hope you guys like it, because I just tried to be a little bit more succinct. I think he would not be as angry as we were doing before. He should be kind of like, I see myself as a god anyhow.
And when do you want the meeting?
And whatever anybody is free. I'm available for whatever you guys are free. Rebecca needs to be awake. That's important.
We can send out a when to meet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also record my voice making it. I was going to try to put it in the cut, but I ran out of time. What's wrong, Rebecca?
Oh, nothing. I'm just thinking.
You roll your eyes.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Oh.
What is in your head?
Oh, just putting everything together in my mind. Just all the to-do stuff.
Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to make tasks so we can track stuff and get out of your mind.
Characters. Lavina rework process. You guys already talked a little bit about it. Okay. Ben is ready to start, right? So do
Yes, that was one of the questions I had about Ben, because we initially had someone in mind, but they couldn't do a lot of clothing, and Ben has clothing, and so I was just curious if we had someone else in mind to work on Ben, because it was I'm trying to remember the name. 1 second. I think it was Jules that we initially thought
we can also separate.
Yeah.
Someone can work on the face and someone else can work on the costume.
Yeah, so we have Jules. Jules, he basically just said that he cannot do clothing. So I don't know what you guys want to put him on, or if there's anything that he can help on.
If he could, do you know if he's good at modeling? Like if he could
I
fix
can
up
show
Ben
you
and do his face?
his. Yeah, I can show his portfolio real quick.
Okay.
Why don't we do this? We put Jules to make the character, and then we put what's her name? The marvelous design, fashion
Sarah.
design.
Wow.
Sarah.
Yeah.
So this is Jules.
Okay, let's just do that.
Okay.
Okay,
He
so-
make the face, and we Sarah do the rest.
Okay.
Okay, great. So I can tell him that he's getting on the 404s, right? Or what?
Yes.
What did you say?
Ben.
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 Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Drone, we need to pick we kind of picked, like, we just need to make a final image. I think it's because he was I think Luna is taking care of that pretty close. I think he was in Savannah. He couldn't work very well on the weekend. I think all we need is like him to make a model sheet, and then we should pass that to build.
Can you? Who's gonna tell him the model sheet, or he already know? He needs to do it?
Luna can take care of that.
He's already starting to work on like the polished version of like the final design, and then doing some call outs of like a turnaround model sheet. So he should have that here this week.
Awesome. Thank you. And we have the artist that's going to work on Inter-D already.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't have Luna on to assign. Sorry, I'm gonna assign to Fernanda.
Okay, put it and then okay. I'm gonna put a task to add Luna here in Notion. Layout. Okay, just an update. So AOP is done. Roof D is now end and is done. And lab apt roof A and ESC are in finalizing stage, right, Arena? Thank you. Thank you for the update.
Yeah, roof is done. I think AOP is done. The apartment, out of all those, the apartment is the what that is worrying me. We need to double check with GBK about the live solvent that we're missing. We need to get that goddamn live solve.
I think they said that with like we couldn't do a cut box order because we did it in 24 frames per second. Chris said that if we sent over them like our priorities as well as the cuts that we want or the takes that we want. So Christina has sent over her Excel sheet, and I think you can correct me if I'm wrong on this. Are we wanting to get a first pass on editory to send over to them before they give us or
Yeah.
we make our final order at the end of the week? Is that correct?
That's correct.
It does sound correct.
Yeah, it is correct. The only thing is that there's two separate things. One is the order that we need to do, and editorial is going to work on something this week so we can actually give to them all they need. But we're missing two files that we've been missing for a while, which is the live solve. We do not have the
live solve, not the
Yeah.
final.
Not the final solve.
But you
Which-
said, but
go ahead.
when we talked, you asked to ask for them for final solve for take B for APT. No?
Sure, if we are able to ask for my problem is we cannot do any camera or anything on that if we don't have any solve. So if they can send the final solve, great. But if it takes a long time for us to get the final solve, then I do want a solve for us to start working on, because right now we can't work on anything on that shot. It's a blocker.
Can I ask you then? Wait, where it was? Just give me a second. I'll find it. We still want to ask them for like to keep this. We still want to ask them for this missing files and clips that the way it was, or we want to ask them for take B.
Yeah, if they have, because the live solves were all recorded on stage, so they should have that file somewhere. They should just send to us. If they could send the live solve to us, it would be great, because we can start work on the cameras and stuff that we can't work right now. If not, if they want you to just send the final solve, we need that final solve to come earlier than later. We can't wait for like 2 months before that live solve comes, because we're going to start the shot from scratch, right? Every other live solve is fine if it comes in 2 months, because we're going to put it on the scene, update everything, and just render, right? But right now, those shots, we don't have a live solve, so we can't work on that shot. Okay?
Okay.
Clear?
I have to.
No.
I have to. Sorry, I have to go in a couple minutes. I have 2 more questions. If I can quickly run those really quick. First question is Peyton. Inez told me about Peyton of being another production coordinator, and I'm planning on having her help now that we're getting a little bit more into like CFX and Groom and such, that she could oversee that department. When are we planning on having Peyton start?
Yeah, so I actually have a sad update on that. She actually said that she couldn't do it because so basically what happened was so after I spoke with you, Rebecca, she did ask me today, actually, this morning, like, what was the meeting schedule? And I told her that it was like 3 p.m., 3:30. She's in Scotland, so she's like in the same time zone as me. And she said, like, I have work at that time. I could never come to these meetings at that point. However, she's finishing the production that she's currently on in July, and she'll be completely free. I don't know what we'll have available, so I did tell her like, hey, I'm not sure what will happen at that point, but if you're free, let me know, and we can have a chat at that point. Obviously, that doesn't
Okay.
work with effects, but might work down the line with like comp or something. I don't know. But I think for effects, we need to find someone else. I think we have, a couple applications on the form, so I'll have a look at that and make some suggestions so that we can kick that off soon.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a really sad thing. Yeah.
It's okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then my second question is environments. The environment kickoff was pushed, so I'm curious on when we're planning on rescheduling the kickoff for environments.
If
And
if
like
if I get away from all the, I gave her away the added audio. If I give you guys back the production dashboard stuff and blah blah blah, and I can jump and like structure the environment again. But the environment's my bread and butter. Like honestly speaking, I could do a lot by myself, but I need the time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well, just let me know once
much.
you're more freed up, and then we can
Okay.
discuss more about it. Okay.
For the applications in environments, just a heads up, I just sent out an email to Josh and to Scott so that they can review them, like everything that we reviewed last week, basically. So yeah.
Cool.
Uh,
We need to jump to the other meeting.
yes. Sorry.
Irene, I don't know if you want to go. So you're muted.
Yes, I need to.
Can you jump? Can you jump, Fernanda? And I'll
Yes. Bye.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Sorry for this like live solves. I checked email that Kim responded. It said they're gonna be back on this live solves on Tuesday, and I guess tomorrow they're gonna say something. And if they won't be able to provide live solve, I'm gonna ask for final solve for Take B or APT.
Okay.
Okay.
Luna?
Do we want to like schedule another time to chat sound? Because I know that's a longer conversation and you guys have to jump.
Yes. Let's talk later. Let's try to get a time because I'm talking to the composer tomorrow. But I'm having mixed feelings about him. He's awesome, but I don't think he's in the same vibe as our production. Like
Okay.
he's very particular, and we don't have the time. Okay, so I need to have a broad conversation about sound. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else? Anybody? No. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna put a link to the dashboard on our channels, on our guide channels. Please jump in, and the most important thing is the task tracking. Okay, we need to get into we need to force ourselves to every time we say oh, we need to do blah blah, write there on that. It's very easy. You just press the button, write down, and it's done. It's at least there, and then we can go back and reassign and do the rest later. But okay, we just need to start keeping track of all those little things, okay, in one place. Okay.
All right.
Please.
Yeah.
I don't ask you I won't ask you for a Christmas present. That's gonna be my Christmas present forever. Okay. To just use the track task. Okay.
All right.
And I can actually see who is viewing the dashboard. Okay. If you don't view as much, my idea is that you jump into the dashboard every time you're every day you jump into the dashboard. I can also see how long I can also see how long you stay in the dashboard. So okay.
I'm just gonna leave the browser open on my computer when I go to work.
Your mouse needs to be on.
Get one of those things where it just moves it.
Okay. Okay. We hang in there. We only have 14 more meetings like this. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Bye.